Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
So, by the sweet will of our Gurudev, we will find quotes of Caitanya Caritamrita in different kind of scriptures like Vilapa Kusumanjali. So today we will finish Vilapa Kusumanjali, the last 3 quotes I have here. And then we will go to Radharasa Sudhanidhi and look there what kind of quotes are there in which connection. So the next quote I found in Vilapa Kusumanjali is from Caitanya Caritamrita Adi Lila 4, and quoted is verse 212 and 214. And if someone wants to follow, it's verse number 94, and in my book it's 349 is the page. So, but first see what is the theme and then go to the quote. So in Svarupavesh, Sri Raghunatha's praise, Ai Sashimukhi, O moon-faced girl, after you've finished your intense amorous battle with the Lord of your life, you dropped your beloved waist belts, and when you came out of the Kunj, you released, I don't have them anymore. Will you send me back to the Kunj with a hint to get them for you? Why are these waist belts so dear to Swamini? Because they make Shyam Sundara very happy. Whatever makes Shyam Sundara happy is very dear to Sri Radharani. She doesn't care about these things for her own sake. Now comes the quote. Gopika janena Krishnera manera vanchita prema seva paripati ishta samihita se gopi ghana matye uttama radhika rupe guna sobhakye preme sarvadhika. Caitanya Caritamrita Adi Lila 4, 212 and 214. The Gopikas know the desires on Krishna's mind, and they render their service expertly for the happiness of their beloved. Amongst the Gopis, Radhika is the greatest. Her beauty, qualities, fortune, and love are all supreme. So if anyone wants to give us some feelings of him, some hints, some philosophical points which are going in the way to the feelings in this connection, so you are very invited to share whatever you like to share. And of course, we will be very happy when Gurudev finds the time and the inspiration to give us some hints how to deeply understand all these things. Swamini needs the waist belts to increase Shyam's bliss at the time of dancing and to increase his erotic madness at that time of their amorous skirmishes. That's why these sweet waist belts are so dear to Swamini. amorous pastimes have been performed long ago, and the Yugala Kishore are now sitting on a jeweled throne, surrounded by their Sakhis. For Radha and Krishna's pleasure, the Sakhis begin to dance and sing sweetly before their throne, playing so many musical instruments, keeping the musical time. So this is the scene. And now, Raghunath, in his Kinkari form, is going to get this sweet bells back. And we all know this verse, 94. He's going to get them back and give it back to Radharani. And then the next one, he will get some correction by Swamini, because some other gopis saw it. And then we know after that, verse 96 is coming. Tavaivasmi. So we can see this connection. So it's also a very interesting point, actually, when we see the line in which the things are happening. I have this feeling that actually this is a very nice point also to make clear what actually, how precious this seva of Radha Dasis is, how intimate this seva is. Because we can see now all the others come together and they sing like, when you do arati, you come together and you sing and dance. But there's another level, more intimate, much more intimate. So it's a very nice point to meditate on that, actually. It's also a nice point if you go to Arati. So again here is underlined that actually Swamini has really no, not even the slightest, self-interest. And her kinkaris also. They are like her. They have no interest for themselves. So that's why actually these waist belts are so dear to Swamini, because they serve in amorous pastimes her beloved, and he will miss them if they are not there. So it's needed that they come back to Swamini. Otherwise, she will be not 100% prepared to serve her beloved, because something is missing. So, what a wonderful seva. What an intimate seva. Although from outside, just some bells. So this was the first quote from Caitanya Caritamrita of the last 3 quotes I found in Vilapa, Kusumanjali. This was in connection with verse number 94. Now the next quote I found is in verse number 101. And then there will be only one more, and Vilapa, Kusumanjali will run out of Caitanya Caritamrita quotes in this connection. So Radha's beauty and sweetness is unrivaled. Why? Because she is the quintessence of prema, Mahabhav. And what does that mean? We had just an example. We had a wonderful example. Her waist belts are just there to serve her beloved. Her whole existence is just there to serve her beloved. Her whole existence is Mahabhav. In Brahma, she is Krishnamayi. She is filled with Krishna. In Rasa, spiritual flavor, she is Gaurangi. In majesty, Sarva Lakshmi Mai, the sum total of all goddesses of fortune. And in sweetness, she is the crest jewel of all the Gopikas, Sri Radhika. The crown jewel of all devotee saints, Sri Shukamuni experienced her supreme glory and described her as the chief of the Gopikas in Srimad Bhagavat. What's more, even Krishna, who himself enchants millions of cupids, is enchanted by her sweet form, Jagan Mohana Krishna Tahara Mohini. And this is a quote from Caitanya Caritamrita. She is Jagan Mohana Krishna Tahara Mohini. So what a wonderful point. Again, Radharani is the quintessence of Prema, Mahabhav. In Prema, she is Krishna Mai. That means she is completely filled with Krishna. In Rasa, in spiritual flavor, she is Gaurangi. In majesty, she is Sarva Lakshmi Mai. Actually, that means also that all good qualities from Krishna comes forth from her. She is the source of all good qualities. And, of course, the sum total of all goddesses of fortune. And in sweetness, she is the crest jewel of all Gopikas, named Sri Radhika. And that's why this quote is coming. Jagan Mohan Krishna Tahara Mohini. She can even enchant the one who enchants all living entities. Gurudev, can you explain us what Jagan Mohan Krishna Tahara Mohini also means? We cannot hear anything right now.
Radhe?
Radhe, yes, Gurudev, welcome.
Who attract whole universe. It is a Jagat means whole universe. Mohan means attract. And Jagat Mohan and then Mohini, Radharani attracts Krishna. Read.
Jagan Mohan Krishna Tahara Mohini.
Tahara Mohini means that Jagat Mohan who attracts whole universe, and Mohini attracts to Krishna. Radhika attracts to Krishna.
So from the point of love, it is very logical that Krishna is attracted, because we just heard the description of Radha. In Prema, she is Krishna Mai. What that does mean? What does that mean, Gurudev? Filled with Krishna.
Krishna Mai means Radhika is full of Krishna. What she see, what she listen, what she talk, what she see, only Krishna. That is Krishna Mai. Nothing is out of Krishna there. Heart with Krishna. Everything with Krishna. That is Krishna Mai.
So because from her view, there is nothing out of Krishna. Everything is completely filled with Krishna. And in Rasa, spiritual flavor, she is Gaurangi, Gurudev. Why that?
She is Gaurangi means golden. Gaurangi, golden. Golden.
So she shines very golden.
Not Shama. Golden. Krishnamai but golden.
So because she can serve her beloved, and she's so happy to serve him, she shines so much golden, can we say like that?
Yeah, full of feelings.
Overflowing with feelings. And in sweetness, she is the grasped jewel of all Gopikas, Sri Radhika. So, Jagan Mohan Krishna Tahara Mohini. This was the second quote. And now comes the last quote I found in Sri Vilapa Kusumanjali from Caitanya Caritamrita. And this is in verse number 102. The verse is about Varoru, nicely tight girl, and about how Raghunath here aspiring after oceans of nectar. Now, if you are not merciful to me, then what is the use of my life, my living in Braj, and even Krishna to me? O Sri Radhe, young lady love of the arbors, I desire the most astonishing rasa of your maidservice, which is a festival of constant love at every moment, and which is attained by each of the adolescent girls of Braj by your merciful glance alone, which is attained by your merciful glance alone. When will you cast the merciful glance on me? Sri Raghunath says, your mercy is causeless, so sometimes I forget how unqualified I am, and I think that I will surely get your service soon. Apana ayogya diki mone pahok shobha, tatapi tomare gune upajaya lobha. This is the quote of Caitanya Caritamrita. When I look at my own unworthiness, my mind becomes upset. But still, your attributes make me eager for you. When I see you in dreams, visions, and smaran, then I think I will also attain you personally. My life is almost over. Who can survive this thrashing? O merciful mistress of mine, hear my anguish. I can't tolerate any more. Hear my final prayer. I have nothing more to say. I cannot find any more words. If despite all my misery, you will still not give me your mercy, then what is the use of my life, of my living in Braj, and even of Krishna to me? Why should I continue to live without your mercy? So this is the final prayer, and this is also the final verse, a quote from Caitanya Caritamrita. For me it's so astonishing that Srila Anandadas Babaji is giving always the underlining with Caitanya Caritamrita in such a perfect way. It's really astonishing, because this is the last quote of Caitanya Caritamrita, and it's the final prayer of Raghunathas. So what is the use of even Krishna to me? What is the use of living in Braj? What is the use of my life if I cannot get your mercy? And this is actually what Caitanya Caritamrita is all about. the mercy of Mahaprabhu, the mercy of Swamini, we need and we want. And this is the only qualification we can have, the mercy of Radharani. So sometimes I forget how unqualified I am. Srila Raghunadas is writing. I mean, we all know he is a Nitya Siddha Kinkari. But if we read it, we can feel it. At least I'm completely unqualified. But the mercy of Swamini is giving all qualification. And that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give us this kind of qualification. So all you unqualified souls in Kali Yuga, I will give you qualification. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. And he's not just giving something. He's giving the highest, perfect, the limit of human being, the limit of service for a human being. He is giving Unnat Ujjvala Rasa and the qualification, the mercy of Sri Radhika. So what a presence and what a wonderful end of the quotes of Chaitanya Caritamrita in Sri Vilapa, Kusumanjali. I desire the most astonishing rasa of your maid service, which is a festival of constant love at every moment, and I wish to attain that, what all the girls of Braj can only get through your merciful glance alone. And if I don't get it, what is the use of my life? What is the use of living in Braj? And what is even the use of Krishna for me? Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Here it ends the quotes from Sri Sri Vilapa Kusumanjali from Caitanya Caritamrita. Maybe someone wants to share some feelings, or Gurudev, you want to give us some mercy, some enlightenment more.
So beautiful you explaining. There is no words more than that. What is the use of Krishna? You say, wow. I'm shocked. Really, this is the truth. Tattva. This is that tattva. There's no use without taking shelter of Swami. We will never understand this Krishna tattva. Tattva vichar, this is the highest tattva. Then this is the foundation for going to Rasa. This tattva is not clear, Rasa will never come in our life. There.
Actually, I don't remember who said that, but one, I think maybe it was Shiva. He said that it's actually a sin to serve Krishna without Radha's help. Somebody remembers? I was just thinking about it, but I cannot find the quote. Anyway, we read it already, or we will read it again, I'm sure, because somewhere it's written here in Vilapa Kusumanjali or Shri Shri Radha Rasa Sudanidhi, or maybe even in both. So what is the use without Radha? Without the mercy of Radharani, what is the use? Without the mercy of Shri Shri Radha Rasa Sudanidhi, for example, what is the use? without the mercy of Shri Vilapa Kusumanjali, without the mercy of the 6 Goswamis, without the mercy which was installed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what is the use to live? No use. And that's why it's so wonderful that we come together and share and make our life useful by sharing about the themes, the topics of Radharani. Like Radharasa Sudanidhi, where we can understand her most perfectly by the description of Srila Prabhupada Ananda Saraswati. And we will start, and this is also such a wonderful point, that Shri Radharasa Sudanidhi actually starts with Caitanya Caritamrita. Because it starts with, I offer my obeisances unto Lord Gaura Chandra, who is surrounded by all his associates, and whose body is studded with goose pimples of ecstasy that mock the beauty of blossoming kadamba flowers. It begins with such a wonderful description. I offer my obeisances unto Lord Gaura Chandra, who is surrounded by all his associates, and whose body, the body of Lord Gaura Chandra, is studded with goose pimples of ecstasy that mock the beauty of blossoming kadamba flowers. He raises his arms repeatedly and loudly crying, Hari, Hari, as he dances and sings, showering the surface of the earth with cascades of tears. What a wonderful picture. The love of Radharani is shining out of Gaura Chandra. Her emotions are coming out of him. Tears of her love for Krishna streaming out of his eyes. In ecstasy, he is distributing the highest form of Premarasa. And he's coming like that. So Srila Prabhupada Saraswati is beginning his book by offering obeisances unto that Lord Gaurachandra. What a wonderful beginning. Sripad Prabhupada Saraswati is the object of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's great mercy. So his mind and heart are always absorbed in the sweet pastimes, attributes and sentiments of Srimati Radharani in Braj. Again, what a wonderful beginning. Srila Anandadas Babaji is right going into the middle, diving completely deep insight. Immediately. What a sentence. Sripad Prabodhananda Saraswati is the object of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's great mercy. Otherwise, how he could give us this mercy if he would be not the object of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's great mercy. It's not just mercy, it's great mercy. So because Prabodhananda Saraswati is the object of Mahaprabhu's mercy, his mind has to be, and his heart has to be, always absorbed in that sweet pastimes and in the attributes and, of course, in the sentiments of Srimati Radharani in Braj. Now he begins his delicious book of eager prayer named Radha Rasa Sudha Nidhi. Out of compassion for the devotees who aspire for the confidential service of Srimati Radharani's lotus feet. Exactly in the point, out of compassion. The compassion of Mahaprabhu is coming through Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati, through Radharasa Sudhanidhi, to all the devotees who aspire for the confidential service of Srimati Radharani's wonderful lotus feet. In this verse he praises his worshipable deity, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Vraj Vihari Sri Krishna accepted the mood and complexion of Sri Radha and became Gaura to fulfill 3 desires. To understand the greatness of Radha's love, the wonderful qualities that she alone relishes in him, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love. In Vrindavan Lila, Krishna was the witness of the sweetness of Sri Radha's love, of which he himself was the object, and in Gaura Lila, he accepted the mood and luster of Sri Radha to understand the gravity of her love. In the opening verse of this book, Radharasa Sudhanidhi, Sripad Prabodhananda Saraswati draws a beautiful picture of how the full transcendental truths of Raj, Sri Krishna, experienced the sweetness of Radha's emotions. Here Sripad follows the custom in the Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition to praise Lord Gaura before commencing the description of Sri Sri Radha Madhava's sweet pastimes. This is called Gaura Chandrika. In his book Sri Caitanya Charitamrita, Chantamrita 88, Sripad writes, Yata yata Gaura padara vinde, vindeta bhaktim krita punyarasihi, tata tatot charpati ridya kasmat, rata padamboja sudhambu rasihi. When a very fortunate soul experiences devotion for Lord Gaura's lotus feet, the nectar ocean from Radha's lotus feet suddenly floods his heart. Again, when a very fortunate soul experiences devotion for Lord Gaura's lotus feet, the nectar ocean from Radha's lotus feet suddenly floods his heart. Sri Gaura Sundara has brought an unprecedented torch of Braj Ras, whose bright effulgence shows the devotees the way to the sweet bhajan of Sri Vrindavan, which is otherwise hard to see. And along with the sweet transcendental Bracharasa, Mahaprabhu introduced himself to the devotees of this world. Shri Vasu Ghosh thinks, Yadi Gora na hoto, Kimene hoito, Kimune doritam de, Radhara Mahima Prema Rasa Sima, Jagate Janato Ke. If Gaura had not come, how would the world have been? Who would have taught the world the greatness of Radha and the limit of Prema Rasa. So if Gaura would not have come, what the world would have been? Who would have thought were the greatness of Radha and the limit of Prema Rasa? It's also wonderful. Just two sentences and everything is inside. So without Radharani's mercy, what the world would have been? Without Radharani's mercy, what a soul like me, completely fallen in ignorance, what chance I would have to understand the real nature of the sweet Krishna, served by our Swamini, Radhika? No chance. We would have been completely bereft of this chance. So fortunately, we got this present. Who would have shown the way to enter into the sweetness of Vrindavan and the anxious mood of the young girls of Braj? The only way to extinguish the burning sensation of the threefold material misery with a nectar stream of love for Sri Radha Govinda is the mercy of Sriman Mahaprabhu.
Mercy.
The only way. Gurudev, yeah?
Mercy of misery of material world.
Such
You
a mercy.
not want to understand the mercy, then misery of material world is ready for us. Kono bhagyaman bujhte pare, means is written by the Rasika. Some fortunate soul can understand what is mercy and what is misery of material. Kono bhagyaman. Some fortunate soul can understand.
Bhagyavana Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasad, Mukti Lata Beach.
Yeah, Bhagavana Beach is small seed, small subject. Seed is a very small thing, but the seed is making the plant. That seed we are missing in our life. The plant is not growing inside me. That seed is not useful. What I got it, I not put right water and fertilizer, so it's not growing. Seed died. Lata is not coming. Lata means the plants. Bhakti lata beach. Bhakti is not growing.
So then I have to ask the best gardener and the representative of the best gardener.
But we not accept the garden. We want to be a myself gardener. We don't want to give the garden in the handover to the garden. Radharani hand over gardener to Krishna. Now you are the gardener. You take care of that.
We have to ask someone who knows how to do it.
Yeah, right.
And the best is a person who has this seed is planting the seed and fertilizing.
In Europe, they say green thumb. Who has a green thumb, they can be a good gardener. Green thumb.
A green thumb. Yes, Gurudev, you have a very, very green thumb, maybe a golden thumb. You're fertilizing a lot of ground and you made so much seeds and they are growing nicely, we can see. And I know you have a good fertilizer. I think it's from Nitai Company, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's with Radha Shakti.
No.
Yes, and we we're happy that you actually were sent by Nitai with all these seeds to around the world and spread it. So in this way we also get some mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Although in my case I cannot take care of this blend, I'm completely unqualified, but here and there it's possible to take some advice from you.
It's the responsibility of gardener, not our. We are like a monkey. We will destroy the garden, but gardener mind.
We will even rip the false plant out.
Yeah.
So lucky that we have this best gardener. If Gaura had not come, how would the world have been? Who would have thought the world the greatness of Radha and the limit of Prema Rasa?
Wow.
And Nitai is the perfect gardener, helping us. Who would have shown the way to enter into the sweetness of Vrindavan and the anxious mood of the young girls of Braj? So and later on here is also again, this is confirmed in Caitanya Caritamrita, another point. Tahe mukhya rasa shraya hoyashen mahashaya tate hoy sarva bhavodoy. The Lord had become the main shelter of his own rasa, and so all ecstasies arose in him. Shripad sweetly depicts how Sri Gauranga's body displayed the unrivaled ecstasies derived from relishing the sweetness of Radha's rasa within himself by saying, Nidantang pulakot karena vikashanipa prashuna chabim. His body was beautified by goose pimples that mocked freshly blossoming kadamba flowers. Mahaprabhu's body manifested udipta sattvika bhavas. Srila Rupa Goswami says in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, when 5 or 6 sattvika ecstasies simultaneously arise to the greatest extent, and they are called udipta. Again, Shripad says, he lifts his arms and loudly chants, Hari, Hari. This is an anubhav called kroshana. Srila Rupa Goswami says in Bhakti Ras Amrita Sindhu, Anubhavastu chittasya bhavanam avabodhakaha. Activities that awaken certain moods in the heart are called anubhava. When rati is relished within the heart, it will be externally manifest. The echo of Mahaprabhu's loud chanting of Harinam immersed all the moving and non-moving creatures in the taste of love of Krishna. So we can here clearly see the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He immersed everyone in the love for Krishna. So, in which mood? Who can immerse others in the love for Krishna, if not Radha? It is said without her it's not possible. So she can immerse everyone every living entity in the love, in that kind of prema, because she is the source. She is the quintessence of love for Krishna. And it is said that even stones were chanting and melting in that love. So I have a good chance that my stone-like heart will also melt one day. Tu me ye koriyacho ucha sankirtana stavara changamera sehoyoto shravana sunite changamera samsara hoikshaya stavare se shaptalage tate pratitvani hoy pratitvani nahese koroye kirtana tomara kripoye e akancha katana. Caitanya Caritamrita Anjalila chapter 3. All the moving and non-moving creatures have heard your loud chanting. Hearing it, all the moving creatures were liberated from material existence. And after the non-moving creatures hear it, there is an echo. It's actually not an echo. It is the chanting of these non-moving creatures. All these indescribable things are possible by your mercy. Which mercy? The mercy of our Swamini, coming through Mahaprabhu. This is the qualification. We can hear. It melts stones. Even stones are echoing like my heart. It's not chanting out of love. It's just echoing the chanting of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and other devotees. But this heart will melt if I put it again and again in this sound, by associating with all of you, by getting the mercy of Gurudev and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Our stone-like heart, my stone-like heart, will melt. Mahaprabhu dances with restless feet and sprinkles the earth with his tears. Such a wonderful picture. He's dancing with restless feet. He's not stopping. He's completely enthusiastically spreading that love to everyone. This is our good luck. And the earth is drenched with the tears, with the prema rasa, the highest prema rasa. What a good luck. The Bhattakarta, the singer, Rai Shekhara, describes the sweet dancing of Sri Gaura Sundara and his associates as follows. Madhura, Madhura, Gaura Kishora, Madhura Madhura Naat. Madhura, Madhura, Saba Sahajara, Madhura, Madhura, Heart. How sweet is Gaura Kishora, the youthful golden Lord Chaitanya. How sweet is his dancing. How sweet are his associates. Madhura, Madhura, Mridanga Bhajata, Madhura, Madhura Than, Madhura Rase Matala Bhakata, Gaoye Madhura Gan. How sweetly the drums are playing. How sweet is their rhythm. How sweetly the devotees are maddened by transcendental mellows. And how sweetly they sing. Madhura, Helana, Madhura, Dolana, Madhura, Madhura Gati. Madhura, Madhura, Vajana, Sundara, Madhura, Madhura, Bhati. How sweetly he moves. How sweetly he swings, and how sweet are his steps. How sweet are his beautiful words, and how sweet is his radiance. Immediately when we hear this description, we can see Radharani dancing, isn't it? What sweet steps! How sweetly she's placing her feet on the ground. How soft, how sweet she swings, how sweet she moves. And this is the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the associates with him. What a wonderful, sweet picture we get here. Madhura adhara jini shashadhara, madhura madhura has, madhura arati madhura piriti, madhura madhura bhas. How sweet are his lips, and how sweet are his smiles that defeat the sweetness of the moon. How sweet is his eagerness, how sweet is his love, and how sweet are his words. Again, we hear the description of Radharani's qualities. Madhura yugala nayana, ratula madhura ingite jai, madhura bremera madhura bhadhare vanchita shekara roy. How sweetly his reddish eyes are making sweet hints. Unfortunately, Roy Shekara is deprived of this sweet love. While Mahaprabhu dances, his eyes manifest the sattvika ecstasy of Ashru. In Caitanya Caritamrita, it is described how Mahaprabhu manifested this ecstasy while dancing before the chariot of Lord Jagannath. And again we hear about the reddish eyes making sweet hints, like Radharani's eyes. And now we hear of the manifestation of these ecstasies while dancing before the chariot of Lord Jagannath. Tears were flowing from his eyes like fountains, sprinkling all the people that stood around, showering everyone. Radharani's eyes are just seeing one thing, Krishna in full Mahabhav. And these tears are transporting exactly that feeling. Everyone who gets one of these drops, one of these tears, will immediately be taken away. This sattvika transformation is so wonderful that one may ask, does the Ganga water that normally flows from his, Lord Vishnu's, or in that point Sriman Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, now flow from his eyes? We know Vishnu is giving the Ganga water and it's flowing from his lotus feet. Is this Ganga water now flowing from his eyes? This is the question. Appani kori asvadane, shikaila bhaktagane, brema chintamanira prabudhani. The Lord not only taught the world about Brahma, he also gave a splendid example of how to relish its flavors. The Lord is the wealthy owner of the Chintamani gem of Brahma. The people of the world will be blessed with initiation into the mantra of Brahma by voluntarily selling themselves to the lotus feet of that sweetly, blissfully dancing and chanting Sri Gaura. Even the stones melt when they remember how sweetly Lord Gaura dances and how he rolls on the ground like a golden mountain. So what wonderful points here. We can get it. But mercifully, Swamini is giving us the way how to relish it, how to relish these flavors. Because what is the use if you have something, but you cannot relish its flavors? What's the use? What's the use of Krishna without Radha? If you cannot relish the flavors, what's the use? And this is a wonderful point which Sri Raghunath made on the end of Vilapa Kusumanjali. We just heard the Caitanya Caritamrita quote. What's the use of Krishna if Radharani is not giving us the way how to relish these flavors? Means in Sevaras, the highest relish of Radhika, the most expert in Seva, is giving us the relish. Otherwise, what's the use?
Relishing means realization. It's not philosophy. It's not theory. Relish means I have to be there, in there, to relish, feel it. Huh? Without be there, I cannot relish. Right?
And that's why we cannot relish this without the Guru who is giving us the possibility of this relishment. It's not possible. Somebody is giving you something which you don't know. It's very relishable, but you don't know how to relish it. What are you doing with it? You need someone who is showing you how to relish it, because he knows how to relish it and he will show you. And it's not just knowledge, no. By showing you, you will relish it and you will taste it. This is practice. And by this practice, you will get the whole picture. And this is actually the astonishing mercy we get. We not just get theory. No, the most precious thing we get is the practice. The praxis. We can really immediately feel it if we just let ourselves fall into that mercy. Drown in the mercy. And even by that, Nitai has to help us to really drown. The Lord is the wealthy owner of the Chintamani gem of Prema. And Radharani is the Chintamani gem of Prema. And she owns the owner of the Chintamani gem of Prema. And this combined form is here, Mahaprabhu, giving us this Chintamani gem of Prema. What a wonderful situation. The people of the world will be blessed with initiation into the mantra of Prema. This is also such a wonderful point, isn't it, Gurudev?
Right.
They get initiation into the mantra of Prema.
Yeah.
And the only thing they have to do, voluntarily selling themselves to the lotus feet of that sweetly, blissful, dancing and chanting Sri Gaura, which means voluntarily we are selling ourselves to the lotus feet of Radha. Even the stones melt when they remember how sweetly Lord Gaura dances and how he rolls on the ground like a golden mountain. Just to remember This is the beginning of Shri Shri Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi. It begins exactly with that. What a wonderful start, isn't it? Because it's giving the essence in front through Gaura Lila, before going in the essence of Radharani, of her Brahma, of her Leelas, and her sweetness, her qualities, and so on. All glories to Sri Gaurachandra, who gives joy to the world. Joy means Ananda. The only joy for the soul is Ananda. And Ananda is only there where Radha Mahabhav meets with Krishna. So the giver of Ras and the, Empfänger? The receiver. Yes. Meeting. And only there is Ananda. So Gaurachandra is giving us this Ananda out of a special situation because he's coming in a special mood. And he's giving us the highest Ananda. He is the moon, Gauramandala, the holy circle around Navadvip, and whose body is studded with goose pimples of ecstasy that are as wonderful as blooming kadamba flowers. Puna, Puna, Bahu Tuli, Ujjai Sware Hari Boli, Nache Gora Natana Shutama, Nirchara Nayana Dhara, Sinjana Korea Gora, Abhishikta Koila Dhara Dhama. How nicely Gaura Mahaprabhu dances, repeatedly lifting his arms and loudly chanting, Hari, Hari. A stream of tears flow from Gaura's eyes and sprinkles the surface of the earth. Saparshade Gaura Hari Kirtane Darshana Gori Puna Puna Koriya Pranama. Shripad Prabodh Ananda Arambila Rasa Kranta Rata Rasa Sudhanidhi Nam. Thus, Shripad Prabodhananda Saraswati begins his Rasika book named Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi by offering his repeated obeisances to Lord Gaura Hari and his associates and witnessing his kirtan pastimes. Mangala Charana Shloka Shravane Smarane Shukka Bhakta Kori Parama Sampat Guru Pada Patmarenu Bhushana Koriya Tanu Chanda Kori Goya Haripat. This verse serves the auspicious invocation of this book. It is the highest wealth of all the devotees, and it makes them happy by remembering and hearing it, decorating his body with the dust of his Guru's lotus feet. Haripat sings these poetical songs. What a wonderful beginning. Amazing. The first verse of Shri Shri Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi. And what a wonderful transmission from the last verse of Vilapa Kusumanjali into the first verse of Shri Shri Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi. Very nicely connected. Wonderful. So, I think we can stop here for today. We had so much nectar and we had the mercy of Gurudev. So, I guess our hearts are completely filled.
Gauravani, It was like come from one ocean to another ocean. And in the beginning, it was tsunami of the feelings of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Is really amazing. If I can say just few feelings, like if I can express my feeling, it was really so intense. I never in my life feel so intense feeling. Also because of the verses, but also because of associations. It was really Sankirtan. It was really some of these drops of the tears of Mahaprabhu. It's come to us, but from the lotus feet of our gurus, because we can see that his tears, his singing, and his dancing of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, it's coming just now for us. And I must express really my gratitude to Gurudev and to all of you, because this is his mercy. He gave this plant to all of us, and now we use all of us like Sankirtan movement. This is Sankirtan movement. If this joy is this joy of Sankirtan movement. Also, one thing comes to me during the lecture, during the reading these wonderful verses. Before we said that a name of Radharani, one of the name is the Krishna Mai. So she is full of Krishna, full of desire to serve Krishna. And she come in Gaura Lila to serve Krishna in this form of Gauranga. So she come and she is full of Krishna. And Krishna is there to accept her feelings. So he accepts, in that moment he is full of Radharani. So Radharani, who's full of Krishna, come and he's full of Radharani. And he's in the between, just shocked, just to feel everything. So this is again this example of Gurudev, and he said that Gauranga Mahaprabhu is like the sandwich. to Radharani in between is here. And also when Gauranga Mahaprabhu was chanting and dancing, this rhythm actually is, we see a rhythm of Radharani. And this chanting, actually, this is Radharani. But also, I feel one thing, that Gauranga Mahaprabhu is here in the mood of Manjari, because when he wants to become conscious of Krishna, of feeling of Radharani, you know, and he is calling Hari Hari. So this is the mood, his disciple here of Radharani. So he's in the mood of Manjari. When he is chanting, actually this is not Radharani who is chanting, this is Manjari who are chanting. And they are, otherwise he cannot feel that. So this feeling comes to me when other living on the non-living entity hear this chanting. Actually, they hearing the chanting of the Manjari, so he became immediately Manjaris. And these feelings come to me also during the lecture.
Dayanini, you are also an ocean of Ras.
Jai Ho!
Jai Ho, Gurudev.
Jai Ho.
It was so intense, Gurudev. I never in my life have such a intense feeling like today. It's actually, it is always when Gauravani is here.
Gauravani, the Gauravani is a Gauravani. Gauravani is coming.
This is the mercy of Gurudev. His vision, what the person should be, is really coming. Somehow, even the most useless person like me, somehow it becomes true. His vision becomes true. Somehow. I don't know how he's doing. When I hear my mouth talking, I'm always again and again surprised. It's not my mouth, actually. It's my mouth, but it's not my voice, actually. It's his Shakti coming.
Which type of pizza you have?
Margarita.
So thank you very much for sharing your feelings and taking.
Thank you so much, Goravani. It was beautiful, as always. Churning the nectar.
Churning the needy.
Thank you, Dayanidhi.
Thank you all. Thank you, Gurudev. Thank you all. My God.
Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Gurudev.
Every day is a special. Jai Radhe.
Radhe, Radhe.
Very special.
Jai Jai.
Radhe Radhe Go